Hello fellow engineers and welcome to Empire Clicker, another game where we get to see numbers get bigger, but this time it's the population. Now I just built a house, it cost me 30 people, we now have 0 people, but we have a house. Now in order to get more people we can click, and every time we click some people come flying out the ground. I can also press space. If I get this down, I'm spacing and I'm clicking and there are people flying everywhere, and if I can use my drumming skills to get this really fast, then we got 120 people, which means we can get another couple of houses. So now you can see every click we are getting 5. So if I buy another house, we're now getting 6 people. If I buy another house, now getting 7, etc, etc. So I got enough houses that we're now getting 10 people every single click, which means I can afford a tavern. And you know what taverns bring you? Lots more people. We're now actually getting 10 a second without having to click at all. So I'll keep clicking. You can see up the top as we click, our experience bar is filling up, and when it fills up there's an archaeological problem. So there's a mischievous group of goblins. Do you want to clear them out or negotiate? I reckon because I'm a man of love, let's negotiate with them. Let's see what they've got. That is the goblin market. It gives us plus 3% per second, but it does reduce what our click does. So our click's back down to just 9, but basically every tavern we build, we're going to be getting an extra 3%. Nice. Anyway, we got some fat cash. Let's invest it. Let's get a load of... I want more pubs. I want more pubs than people. Okay, I think there's definitely... There's definitely more pubs than people. We're getting 133 population a second though. And to be honest, I should probably spend that on houses. Look at all the houses coming flying in. It's like the 80s in the UK. Oh, and because we're level 2 now, we have the ruins of the keep. Now a question, should you let ruins be or should you try and rebuild them? I'm a big fan of actually rebuilding stuff like that. Like back in like the 60s, I think like people pumped a load of concrete under Stonehenge to stop all the stones falling over. Everyone's forgotten that we did that, hence they won't let us build a tunnel under it anymore because they think it's natural, but we did, and that's why the stones are still there. So let's rebuild. And oh, look at that. That's quite terrifying. That is the ghost keep. It gives minus 1% total. That is less than ideal. I'm going to get a watchtower. It's going to cost 3,000 population. Oh, there it is at the very, very back, but it gives us an extra 40 per click, which means we're getting 70 per click. And if I get another one, which has gone right in the bottom left, getting 109 per click. And oh, look at the fountain of people. And our population is flying. I'll tell you what, let's get more watchtowers. There we go. 277 a click. More watchtowers, more houses, more clicking. Look at the people fountain. All right, and then we can afford the herbalist hut. That's going to cost us 20,000 population. What's actually happening to all these people? Like, are they being sacrificed in order to get these buildings? Is that how engineering used to work back in the day? Anyway, I'm not here to ask questions. I'm here to sacrifice people and make numbers bigger. So we're now getting 1,100 population a second, which means I don't even need to click, and our population is flying. So much so, I can add another herbalist hut. Let's get it in there. Let's get a few more houses as well, a few more taverns. And because we've got our XP up, we can get a shelter for flowers. A merchant comes to your city and asks for a place to set up his flower shop. Do we provide him with a plot of like, well, are we selling it or are we just giving it to him? Selling it, giving it. I'm gonna say yes, because I want to see. Oh, that's a massive building. You didn't say it was going to be that big. Anyway, that's right at the front of our city. That gives us a 1% total. So it basically does the negative of the ghost keep. We may as well have neither of those buildings, but here we are. Right, herbalist hut, get them involved. More watchtowers, more taverns, more houses. Oh man, so many more houses. There we go. And now when we click, oh, we're getting 500 per click. And because I can use spacebar, I don't even need to get an auto clicker. Like, this is just beautiful. All right, we've leveled up again. The Tavern of the Ghosts has been found. Now, last time we got this ghost keep, it gave us minus 1%. So I'm going to get rid of them. Screw you, ghosts. All right, there we go. We've got the Wizard's College, which gives us plus 3% total. Lovely. All right, now we've hit over 300,000 population. We can get an archery range, which went down there. That gives us plus 3,000 per click. Oh my god. Oh, I've just realized as well, wherever you click, like, oh, the buildings go mental. But yeah, let's sacrifice some people back there. Sacrifice some at the front. It's just a people fountain. Right, we now have a population of over 1 million people. I grew up in a town of like, actually, let me just give it a Google. It's got a population of 1,400 now. And I imagine when I grew up there, like, well, 30 years ago, it was probably a lot less than that. It's probably under 1,000 people. So this is what I would call a full-on town. We have achieved. Anyway, we need to get some more archery ranges, some more herbalist huts, some watchtowers, and fill the place with houses. All right, and then every click is giving us 16,000 population, and we are going to be sacrificing all of them. Oh, and perhaps the next ones will be sacrificed in the mines. So basically, we've come across a mine, and it splits. It goes left and right. I'm a firm believer whenever you get lost, you should always go left. So we'll take left, and that building came at the back. It's the crystal mine. We get plus 3% per click. Love it. So now 16,000 per click. And combining that with spacebar means numbers are flying up. Look at that. Okay, 3 million population. We can afford a butchery. That's going to add 100,000 population a second. Oh boy, that is a lot of people. So yeah, even though we just spent 1.8 million, we're already up to 2.4. It's just absolutely creaming. I'm not even clicking. Let's get another butchery. That's sort of doubled how much we'll get in a second. I'll spend the rest on upping all of these. Get some more pubs. Can't ever have too many pubs. I sort of want to get to a point where we got at least 100 houses as well. Yeah, that looks good. That does look good. Then when we click 23,000 per click, but because I can use space, it's a people fountain. Right, and then we found a massive seed. They're not sure whether they should investigate or let it grow. Should I let it grow? It could be like a beanstalk. Let it grow. Oh, it is a beanstalk. What does that do? Purely cosmetic. Ah, it's architecture. No, I've ruined my city. It's got architecture in it now. Oh, how do I need to wipe this and start again. Anyway, I'm up to 16 million. I'm just going to buy a load of butcheries. Let's get them in. All right, now we're getting 666,000 per second. When I click 32,000 per second. If I want to get to that bakery, I need 35 million, which is going to take a little bit of clicking. Thankfully, I'm very, very good at this. Yes. Come on. Come on. Yes. Yes. Sometimes I do stuff just to like see like how my editor will react. Like, will he leave it in the video? Will he use that sound clip for his own personal pleasure? I don't know. I just don't know. I can't help be weird sometimes just to see what he does. I'm also quite aware there's other people in my house right now, and they've probably just heard that. Anyway, the goblin settlement. Scouts have found a large goblin settlement nearby. Do we train warriors to wipe it out or establish contact? I think let's train warriors. Oh, look at that building. The Paladin Barracks plus 3% per click. That is decent. And also, we can now afford the bakery. 35 million to give us plus 300,000 per click. We're actually nearly up to 10 million. No, Matt, add an extra zero. 100 million population. In the real world, we would be the 14th biggest population right now. Would be tied with Egypt. So let's spend some of that. Let's get some bakeries so that every click is now 600,000. That's so many people. I can't believe I added a beanstalk to my thing as well. I'm actually gutted. Anyway, more of that. More butcheries. The butcheries, I've just added 10 of them. We're getting 1 million per second without clicking. When I do click, oh, every click's getting us 1 million a second as well. I want to click on this beanstalk. I want it to like fall down. Stupid beanstalk. Oh, it's going really big and small really quick. That's weird. Anyway, there's now a wizard siege happening. So a rogue group of wizards are using dark magic. Now, do we ask the dark wizards or do we evacuate the countryside? I mean, the countryside is that's like the nice part of the world. So I think we're going to ask the dark wizards. Let's see what they gave us a building, but it's behind the beanstalk. What is it? The dark tower gives us 2% click, but minus like normal. So I guess we need to do more clicking. Oh, actually we don't. Look, we can afford the blacksmith plus 12 million a second. Okay, that has increased demand quite a lot. Yeah, and I reckon that probably means I should buy a load of houses. So let's get the houses in. Man, every house costs like over 1 million now. I'm getting 13 million a second though. So if we just keep getting houses, there you go. We now have to wait 2 seconds before we can afford a house. It's looking like a lot busy though. I'm liking this. Let's add some pubs for these people as well. You can't expect them just to go around completely parched. They need hydration in the form of alcoholic beer. All right, then I think I'm just going to go back. I'm going to do like watchtowers. so that we're looking out for everyone. We're going to do herbalist huts so they can drink tea. I'm pretty sure they just make tea anyway. The archery range always seems like a good idea. More butcheries. Right, and then our town's quite crowded suddenly. Anyway, let's get another blacksmith on the go. We'll do a few more clicks. There we go. And then we've got the Dragon's Den. I can finally pitch my see-through toaster idea. Oh, and that reminds me, it's story time with Matt. Anyway, see-through toaster, genius idea. I actually thought I invented it like a few years ago, and then I like Googled it afterwards, and it already existed. I was gutted. Story time with Matt. All right, so there is a dragon that's nested near a trade route. Do we recruit dragon slayers or do we get a dragon tamer? Oh, let's get a dragon tamer. We could get a dragon. Oh, there's a dragon egg. It gives plus 1% per second. 1% what? I don't know. Have we got 2 billion population? We've got a bigger population than India. We're now the biggest country in the world already. Although if I spend some cash, then we're probably not anymore. Yeah, right. Look how quickly we can go from 0 up to 1 billion population. We're like, I was going to say we're like rabbits, but we're like humans. We're multiplying like humans. I'll tell you what, if I can get to a church, 3.5 billion, which is about to be now, we'll get plus 25 million every single click. Boosh, boosh, boosh. That is a lot of people. Oh, there's a mysterious mushroom. A large mushroom has started growing in the middle of your city. Leave it or pluck it. Give it a pluck. Hello. Why has that appeared in our city? I don't know if you can see that, but as it fell down, that's oh, it's a mushroom lab. Fair enough. Looked like something else to me. Looked like efficient engineering. Anyway, we can afford another church. So let's add another 20 million to the clicks. So 60 million per click. How big of a population can you get in this game? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that is by mashing spacebar and click at the same time. Boosh. All right, we've now got 48 billion, which means we can afford the farm. And oh, there's not actually too many remaining, but let's get the farm. That will give us plus 1 billion a second. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. We're getting 1.1 billion population a second. Tell you what, if I buy a few more blacksmiths, we're now basically getting the population of India or China every single second. That is insane. And when I click, we get 172 million every click as well. So time to buy another farm or two. Now we're getting 3.4 billion population a second. That's what I like to see. Can now afford another farm. More churches as well. After a little bit of clicking, I can afford both again. So buy another farm, buy some more churches, buy some more blacksmith, go back to the top and buy some more houses. Oh man, so many houses. Actually, question, how are 5.5 billion people, how are they fitting in just 278 houses? I don't know. All I do know, this is the state of my town right now. Absolutely mental. We're getting 10 billion population every second without clicking. I'd like to get 1 billion per click as well, though. That would be quite useful. We're only on 600 million at the moment. Rookie numbers, as some might say.
Pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
But if we can save up 440 billion, there you go. That will get us 10 billion per click. I wanted 1 billion a second. We've now got 11.8 billion a second because of all our bonuses. So cheers, game. That's actually very, very useful. Let's buy some more guard towers and farms. And then, oh, we got 1 trillion people. We found a goblin settlement as well. Let's invite them in. So I would love to see like what that actually gave us. I don't think... Oh, unless it's that, the Goblin Embassy, plus 2%. I can't see what building's what. I've built way too many buildings. Some might call this crowded. I call it I can afford a library, 5.5 billion, but it will give us 26 billion a second, which is quite good. I mean, it's actually very good. I'm now getting 45 billion a second, but I feel like the click ones are probably better. Like 10 billion per click. I can click like more than 2.5 times a second. So guard towers, way better off. So I'm just going to spam guard towers for a while. All right, so we got 20 of them now. Look how fast my population's going up normally. So we're on 900. When we start clicking, oh, it's insane. It's like 1 trillion a second, which means after like a few seconds, we can afford the Guild Hall. Now, I've only built one library, but the Guild Hall gives us plus 700 billion per click. 700 billion, which means every click we're making 1 trillion, which means, oh my goodness, that is insane numbers. So let's get another guild hall to double that. I should probably get some libraries now as well. And then, yeah, confirmation, big numbers. Numbers are getting bigger all the time. In fact, our city's so large. I need to go back. I need to build some more houses. So houses for everyone. That's a lot of houses. It's going crazy. Oh, wow. That's actually a lot of houses. 389. We'll get some taverns so people can go to the pub. More watchtowers. More herbalist huts. You know the drill by this point. All right, and then when we click 10 trillion a second, which means we can get to a quadrillion people very, very quickly, which means we can probably afford 2 castles straight off. That will get us, is that 1.4? I think that's 1.4 trillion, right? 1400 billion. That's every second. So if we, oh wow, oh wow. That's what we call numbers. I mean, look at the state of this town. It's absolutely incredible. So more cartilage. That's like cartilage, not cartilage. That would be weird. All right, and I think it's time to bring up my friend, Mr. Autoclicker.
I'm cheating.
So, oh yeah, that's quicker. That's quicker. I can add some spaces as well. If we bring that to like the front. Oh boy. Oh man, this game, I don't think this game's happy with me. You can then auto-click all of the... Oh, I should have auto-clicked ages ago. Look how efficiently I'm building everything. Oh, this is lovely to watch. This is peak gameplay. All right, more houses for people, more taverns, everything else. All right, and then I want to see like how far I can go. So I'm just going to try and get my mouse in a position. Yeah, like there should do, because that's getting all the clicks and it should press the buttons whenever we level up. So if we just look, we're going to level up and then it should... Yeah, press the button and then carry on clicking, which means I can take my dog Paddy for a walk and then we can come back to a serious population. I want that number to be off the screen. So I'll see you in a minute. That is too big, Doug. Okay, so I came back and the game had crashed. However, back up and running. Look at this place. Look at the numbers flying as well. So we're nearly on whatever. Hang on, how many zeros is that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 zeros. So is that a nonillion or is it not that high? I don't know. I only know like up to 1,000. That's about as high as engineers go. But there it is. Oh, and it does actually start filling across the screen. Oh, I really want to know. Does it fill the screen? But that's taken way too long to fill up. So what do? Do I fill the place with houses? Yeah, let's see what however many zeros that is. How many houses that will get us. Ready? This is going to be painful. Oh my god, the screen. The screen. Oh wait, that's a trillion? A trillion is that many zeros? We only got to 500 houses. That's disappointing in a word. Still, let's just fill all the buildings in. Get them all in. Get that tea growing. There we go. There's our beautiful town. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. For now, I'll say peace, love. And apparently this is a town. Oh, my beanstalk's gone. No, it hasn't. My beanstalk's there. How did it end up over there? I don't know. Bye, guys.